You're right, Illusion were set up for some good plays yesterday, but struggled to kind of commit and follow through with that. Now this flight path, it's holding on to the west, and we saw a lot of Monte Nuevo action with both of our Miramar matches yesterday, so that's already a bit of an indicator that we're probably going to hang to the west, as the path, in fact, does like to kind of dictate. But I think we might actually get that one here in just a second. Another thing, too, I want to kind of touch back about Oath. Oath did struggle a bit, but we have seen them in the past kind of come back from that. You know, they put down a couple of goose eggs yesterday. They struggled on some. One more.
So bad. Oh,
ooh,
it's fun.
A tire is
no,
gone
you were too
from
far
the vehicle. Oh, we've got nowhere
why
to
is
go.
Sweep still in there? Oh my god.
Oh, there you go. Kickstart is going to get the knock and flush. Our first death of the first game here. You tried so hard and got...
Oh, just real quick, to go back to my last point as well on Exodus, if you notice the time that they actually played the best, which was kind of going into the PCS and the qualifiers.
Damage to Elusive as Pat Caps is going to get that flush onto Innate. That's still, rest of the players are in the area. We had a 2-2 split from Elusive. We've seen a lot from them trying out these 2-2 splits, but it just doesn't seem to be working right now, especially in a map like this. We've got Fizzle and JL Day off to the south, but just kind of coming in off to the west. We can barely start to see on the mini-map Fabled on kind of foot and vehicle working their way in.
Using that vehicle as bait.
Ooh,
oh,
there you go.
Very nicely done.
This is going to be an easy win for this compound right now to Hella, but JL Day is now creeping up. She needs to not get too comfortable to see the rest of her team coming in from behind, but, you know, this is still kind of nice on this, and Fabled's trying to third party this Exodus fight, but there you go. Pat Caps is going to get socked down with that Molotov. Easy flush there, and it's just down to JL Day. You know what? I think maybe he's hoping he's got some throwables. You just used all of them.
Give me the
here.
loot. Yeah, obviously, SDK was kind of one of the teams in North America that pioneered that. They were using them far more efficiently than any other team before them, and I think
Rotation is going to take them in between three teams. We've got Hardships, Zenith, and Radiance all taking shots in this direction, but at least for right now, it looks like they might be able to finish this out safely.
Yeah, and Oath is also trading back and forth with ATC.
Honey Badger in a crash. They're immediately going to take down Beams, flush them out, and that is now 2 players down for TAC 8. That's not a good start for them here on game number 1. They've been near the bottom of the leaderboard. We're hoping to see them come out a little bit strong, but right now starting to fall apart as Landoon gets that last hit onto Grizzly, and TAC 8 is our first squad eliminated. Really good play by 303. This is healthy just yet into the circle, but it does look like Snakers has found an angle up here onto the hillside as they've got the knock on Aguila, trying to find what...
This is going to be really rough for any of the teams that need to get in on the edge, because most of the edge will be taken, and I think most of the center will actually be kind of left open. So it's going to be rough, and there Melon is going to get found out by Balefrost. Can't hide from him.
There you go. Oath is finally, as you said, going to get that knock onto their Melon. Goes out. It's down to just Morrow there for ATC, but meanwhile, 303, who's been pushing in from the south, walking right up onto Exodus. You see JL Day hiding out right there into the corner, but Taylor J with the high ground trying to find a knock here. Can't quite secure it. It's actually going to be Ranger Illusion from afar, third parting this. We can see them up there on the ridgeline in the back. Landoon getting that knock there onto Pat Caps. Drassel getting flushed out as well, and that's 2 down for Exodus. 303 sitting right now on 4 kills. Make that 5.
Oh, and dude, going for the flush. Microfy's going to chase. Can he get him? Oh, just barely, though. Ironside's coming in. Can Micro get another one? He cannot. And 303 is going to clean.
Down to 2. That was so close, but you're right. I mean, Microfry had 12 HP into that, trying to hold on. We can see Illusion taking shots from afar as they're off just to the west from this fight, but Voxic is going to have the ability to get that heals off, finish out here, and meanwhile, Oath still working towards the zone. Both of these teams aren't in yet, but Comet's now with a bit of a push as Oath has come down from the mountaintop. D-Treats is actually going to get a knock on to reload, but he's low on health. Balefrost has an opportunity to get a knock here. It's going to be Snakers that finds it. Yaxley in the smoke. And here comes that utility that we talked about, and nade out there from Balefrost as they look for that next knock. Yaxley, the last still standing, is going to get hit from that, take a lot of damage, but the molly hitting the tree, that is going to fall short, and Yaxley isn't going to take this here. As it looks like Victor also still alive, but looking for another angle.
Just running straight through, and he just gets knocked. I mean, that was a madman dash.
Oh, Yaxley will get a free point there as the rest of Oath says, no, we're done. We need to focus on getting to the zone. This is Phase 4, and Phase 4's blue is going to hurt. The moment that closes as well, it's going to catch you off guard. So Yaxley might be in a bit of trouble, but Oath is driving themselves right into Victor, who's hiding behind this rock. Can he find that Knock doesn't? We're just going to go ahead and crash onto this rock,
goodness.
But Wolf is immediately taken down. Balefrost looks for it, but he falls himself. Oath out in 13th place, 4 kills for Comets, and somehow through it all, Yaxley is still alive each. As we watch them come in from the south, D-Rich from 303 has just been found. Hella making sure that they continue to hold this spot uncontested, but you still got 3 solos cautious, but right now they're confident, they're making smart plays, they've got all the information that they need to survive through these fights, and at least for right now, I think that if they can hold on to what we saw yesterday, things are going to look good. They're still in 2nd place right now.
I mean, they're not
9
slowing
points
down.
behind STK, but
as I say that, Caster Curse. Oh, thank you, Ranger, for saving me from that. My heart.
And good decisions is going to make that easier for the rest of the teams to focus on what they need to do. And there you go, Supernova, meanwhile, finding Jay all day, and has one more solo that they don't have to worry about, but Fabled still is not alone down here. Sonics look like might be sending it Mime going straight for their shack.
Just cruise.
There we go, another more throwables and utility coming out from Sonics, but Liberate Adit is still in this as well, so need to be a little bit careful from this angle, and it's actually going to be Adit that takes out Mime and Shrimzy. H-Win, who had stayed behind, is the last one alive.
Yep. That's
so
exactly
Liberate's a bit of a help here, but H-Win trying to clear this out now. He's got to get through here, but Icy Flex with sight on this still, and is actually going to be Illusion now that knocks out Sonic, and in a blink of an eye, we're down to just 8 teams and 23 players alive as Miramar starts to get a little bit tight and close-quartered.
Yeah, now that most of that ravine is out, it's just this kind of like little plateau, as well as the area that Zenith is in, which is the very top of Chuma. So,
and from that last motorcycle, Free Me Please and Icy Flex are just going to send it into this building. Roth is still inside and upstairs, but immediately here comes the utility. Nades are out. Lado actually gets Free Me Please down to 19, caught on the Volt, but he's going to survive with time to pop off this first aid, but here comes the pressure now from Zenith.
Yeah, Zenith have a very nice little split here as well. They've pretty much herded Illusion into a corner of the bottom of this 2-story here. On this brick building, I think if Zenith just play this methodically the way they have been, just taking their time, they're going to pick them apart. That's already 1 down. Icy Flex is going to fall, so now it's just down to Free Me Please.
I mean, got the zone and time to work with as well, but from a distance now, it's Wild Card that's trying to take advantage of this as Jazza is actually going to get a knock onto Roth.
Yeah, and Wildcard has pretty much been mostly quiet this game, I believe, so they kind of chose the right time to strike. Now they
zone, and Zenith and Illusion getting a bit of a break, as well as Wildcard, as they're going to be able to have the high ground a little longer.
Yeah, then they're really lucky as well. If this pulled off of that Chuba Hill, I think Hardshifts would have had a field day, but they're still a little bit in, and it is possible for it to shift a little bit towards the south, but oh no. Just like that. Fabled going out in 6, though, with 6 kills is not that bad. I mean, it speaks to the consistency that they found recently, but as we see Ranger now.
Must be enough to take those shots. M4 is out, ready for that close-range combat, and McCoy
He's
immediately getting that
though.
knockout to Keeman, but Jazz has got the angle down to 24 HP, though McCoy did a number on this. It's just up to Waldo with 3 players still up for wild card. Once again, focusing on that res. Jazza making sure to get the flush, and there you have it. Actually going to be Maluk from down south. Hardshifts picking up another kill from this. We've kind of often talked about the fact that
they're kind of just leaving that bead, but oh, nice. Oh, Chuba actually saves Leda there.
There you go. Sharpshot getting a knock, but as you said, immediately followed back up by a knock from Chuba onto Sharpshot as we see the utility out. Throwables looking for that flush there. Meanwhile, Ranger's going to get found by Keenan. That's one player down for Illusion, and Maluk goes down as well. Immediately taken out. Wildcard is continuing to maintain their strength here as Jazza finishing out that res onto Sharpshot. We see the smokes go out, trying to protect them from Chuba here as they try to stay up. Meanwhile, Zenith down to just kickstart. Shifts coming in the backside of us using their own utility against them. Lada running right past him. Chuba can't quite see through the smoke onto any of this. All of Zenith is in front of him.
Oh, this is a beautiful play.
He's right behind. There you go. They're so close to each other. Too easy.
Oh, Chuba!
That's it for Zenith. But now he has to turn his attention to Wildcard. 6 kills right now for Hardshifts. It is a 1v4. And Chuba struggling to get out Keenan, who finds the headshot instead. And
that's totally fine. That's totally fine. That was a beautiful play from Chuba. Love to see it. I mean, unfortunately.